everyone, today we have a 20-minute Pilates Flow workout. So if you're looking for a total body workout, but you don't have much time, this is the perfect workout to do. So let's get started on our mat, taking your legs wider than your hips. Find that plie second position, reach your arms out nice and long, lower all the way down, and then reach all the way up. Nice big inhale and exhale. You can look up and overhead as you reach your arms up towards the sky. Again, lower and lift. Keeping your chest open, finding that slight connection of belly button to spine with this movement. Down and up. Again, lower and lift. 5 more. 5, press. 4, 3, 2. Now on this last one, reach your arms out to the sides. Little pulses here. Keep breathing, finding the length through your arms, finding the strength and connection through your legs here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift all the way up. Now rotate so your legs are parallel. Bend your knees. You can do a little bit of a turnout from your hips. Reach down towards one knee and then open and expand your chest, extending your arm out to the diagonal. Again, bend and lengthen. You can come up to a full stand as you reach and extend, or you can keep your knees bent into that squat position the entire time. Again, lower and lift. 5 more. 5, press. 4, think equal weight through both of your legs. 1 more. Now you have the other side. So reaching down towards your knee, bend both, reach and extend and open up your chest. 2, press. 3, engaging your shoulder blades down onto your back. Again, lower and lift. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and release back down. So now turning to face the side. So walk towards the back edge of your mat. Legs are right underneath your hips here. Nice big inhale, reach those arms up and overhead. Exhale to release. You can either tuck your chin to peel it on down, one vertebrae at a time, or you can walk your hands down your thighs in that nice neutral spine. So reaching your hands down towards the mat, keep lifting your hips up nice and high to get that nice stretch. You can always bend your knees as much or as little as you need to. Hollowing out your belly so you find that lift, and just keep folding your body in half here. Use that breath to help you. 1 more breath here. Walk your hands out to downward dog. So feel free to take your time in each movement. You can go a little bit faster, a little bit slower here. It's up to you. And it's really about connecting with your body. So going, okay, how do I feel today? Asking yourself that question. Are your muscles tight today? Are they loose? Are you feeling strong and energized? Or do you need a little bit of TLC today? So keep pressing your heels into the mat. Keep lifting your hips high. And then keep drawing belly button to spine here. 3 more deep breaths. One more here. And then lower down onto your knees, nice and gentle. So we're going into a cat-cow next, but it's going to be a little bit different. So shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Bend through your elbows, round through your spine as you send your hips back, and then you're going to lift it on up, extending through your arms, and then lengthen through your spine and open up your chest. So you're going to roll down onto your forearms, roll through your spine, and then lift on up, round through your back still, and then go into extension as you fully extend and press through your arms. So it's a circular movement. It's not completely blocked where it's on your forearms, you're fully rounded, and then when you're on your full arm extension, you're fully extended. So just have fun with the movement and try it out. So you're lowering down onto your forearms, start to round through your spine, and then keep rounding as you extend your arms and then go into that extension. You can maintain that extension as you start to slowly lower down and then begin to round through your spine, sending your hips back and then come forward, going into that full extension here. So this nice circular movement as you move through your spine to find that mobility and to find the strength through your core here. Again, lower. Feeling that rib cage connect as you round and then lengthen and extend to come all the way up. And again, lower, round, and lift. 3 more. And press. Finding that connection onto the mat here. Using your trunk, using your core to really power this movement. Last one, lower. Using that breath to help you around and extend. So finding that neutral spine now, keep pressing away from the mat. You can walk up a little bit if you'd like. Shoulders over your wrists, hips over your knees. Now, a couple options. You can tuck your toes, lift your knee into a hover, and then lower back down. That's one option. Another option is to lift your knees, extend your leg, bring it in, and lower down, alternating right and left here. So it's either keeping the toes tucked, lift your knees, and lower. So you start to really work on your lower abdominal connection. If your wrists are a little sore and it's a little bit tender, you can lower down onto your forearms too. So that's always an option. Otherwise, think about lower abs engaging, lifting on up, extend the leg, bring it in, and lower down. Otherwise, lift and lower, using your low abs without the leg extension. So you want to maintain that neutral spine, so that way you're not rounding the low back intensely with this movement. You may need to round the low back just a little bit to take pressure off of your back, especially if that feels good. More than welcome to do that. Again, press, extend, and lower, lift, reach, and lower. Keep pressing away from that mat here. 4 more. Low abs are on fire. Keeping your hips nice and stable. 2 more. Lift, reach. 1 more. And bring it on down. Nice work. So now separate your knees, sit back on your heels. Find that child's pose as you reach and extend your arms. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Couple more breaths. Rolling it on up. Take your hands onto the mat, tuck your toes, lift your hips back up into that downward dog. So finding that nice lift, letting the heels press down. 1 more breath here. And then step forward with 1 leg. So now you're going into a lunge, keeping your hips squared off. Reach and extend your arm as you open up your chest to find that rotation. Bring your arms back down on the mat. Bring your feet together in downward dog, lifting the hips up nice and high. Switch it out other side. So stepping forward with your opposite leg, opening up your chest as you reach to extend. Bring your hands back down on the mat. Bring your feet together and lift your hips on up back to downward dog. So you can take this as slow or as fast as you like, stepping forward again with your opposite leg. So hips are level. Now reach and open, expanding your chest. Bring it back through center and lift your hips back up again. Same thing, but on the other side. Reach to lift and open and lower and lift the hips. You can take this a little bit faster to get a little bit more cardio, getting that heart rate up at the same time. And press. Now be careful, make sure that knee is right over your ankle as you step forward. Lower and lift. Making sure that you're not going into your back here. So finding that engagement through your tummy. Lifting the hips back up. Last one here. Lift and reach. Hands down on the mat. Bring your feet together into a plank. So you can stay in this full plank, shoulders over your wrists. You can also lower down onto your knees in a half plank, keeping your hips level with the rest of your body. It's up to you. So holding it here, keep pressing away from the mat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Nice work. Now we can lie on our side next. So now that our core is really fired up, we have some power and strength through our arms. Lie on your side on your forearm with your knees right on top of each other. Your shins are lined up with the front edge of the mat here. Keep your chest nice and open. So if you have one of those bands, you're more than welcome to place it around your thighs for a little extra oomph with this exercise. You're going to lift your leg up and down next. So if you have that resistance band, it'll add a little bit more resistance and strength training to this workout. Lift and lower. You can also keep your head on your hand. That way, if this form is a little too intense, or if it starts to bother your head and your neck, that's always an option here. So just lifting up and down. Using your breath to help you and lift. You have 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, lift it up about halfway, little pulses up. So you'll start to feel it in your hips. Keep the hips stacked, lift out of your waistline for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your leg a little bit more to that 45-degree angle, keeping your front leg exactly where it is so that base leg stays strong. Top leg moves back slightly, lower it down and up. So hips are still stacked, keeping that chest open, lower and lift. Using your breath to help you as you lower and lift. You have 5, press. 4, using your glute to help you. 3, 2, and 1. Now little pulses up, little presses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here. Now take your base leg, bring it back. So now your knees and your ankles are stacked at that 45-degree angle. Keeping your chest open, lift your top leg again. Take it back a little bit more. So either your knee is in line with your hip, or you can extend your leg a little farther back. Lift it up and down. So working a little bit deeper through your hip and through your glute here. Lift and lower. Keeping that chest nice and open. Abs are engaged. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more here. 3, 2, On this last one, keep your leg lifted, little pulses for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now extend your leg fully out to the side. You can lower down and place your head on your hand. You have rainbow taps. So taking your leg towards that front corner edge of your mat, lifting your leg up and back. So as you take your leg towards that back corner, your foot's not going to tap the mat exactly. It may get close, but you want to keep those hips nice and level. You can also lift on up to your forearm. That will help you get a greater range of motion if that feels better on your hips and through your glutes here. So you can kind of play around in both positions, see what feels good. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. Now bend your knee, extend your opposite leg. So you're reaching towards that diagonal corner. Extend your arm fully. Start by trying to lift your hips off the mat. So you're lifting, taking your arm up towards the ceiling and lower back down. So part of it is finding that strength through your hips and through your core to help power and lift. Try to go to that full press if you can and lower back down. Otherwise, try to lift your hips up a little bit, pressing through this base leg. That's gonna help you, so that way you support through your hips equally. Ready? Here we go. Lift and press and lower. Keeping that chest open, pressing away from the mat with your opposite arm here. And lower. 6 more. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more here. 2. Last one. Lift and release back down. Nice work. Okay, let's do the other side. So starting with your shins right up against the edge of the mat, lowering down onto your forearm, keeping your chest open, hips are aligned, lift your top leg up and down. So keeping that nice balance and alignment here, finding that connection and power through your legs and lift. So finding that connection of that hip, knee, ankle alignment so you can stay nice and strong here and press. 5 more. 4, 3, 2. On this last one, keep your leg lifted about halfway and now pulse it up, little presses. Finding the strength through your hip. This is 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take your legs slightly back. So your knee and your hip are a little bit more at that 45-degree angle. Lift your leg up and down. You can keep this hand in front. That way you're not rotating your hips back at all. Again, finding that connection of your hip, knee, and ankle working together. That way you're not trying to lift the ankle by itself or on its own. And press. 5 more here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now little pulses up, little presses. Again, belly bend to spine for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take your base leg, bring it back so your legs are now at 45 degrees. Take your top leg, lift it up and bring it back slightly. So either your knee is in line with your hip, or you can take your leg back a little bit more to find a little bit more of that extension through your hip. Lift it up and down. So now you're working deeper into your hip and into your glute as you lift your leg up and down here, using your breath to help you, and press. And lift. You can always rest your head on your hand if that feels better. 5, 4, 3, 2. On this last one, you have little pulses now, little presses up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release back down. Extend your leg out to the side for rainbow tap. So taking your foot towards that corner edge of the mat, lift and take it back. You can always rest your head right on top of your hand here. You'll get a bigger range of motion if you lift up onto your forearm. And take it back. And lift and press. And reach. Again, drawing that side off the mat so you really get the lift and engagement through your core here. 8, press. 7, 6, 5, 4, almost there, 3, 2, last one. And then bring your knees together, extend your base leg so that bottom leg reaches towards that diagonal, the front edge of your mat. Other leg is bent. Fully extend your arm. Find the openness of your chest here as you reach and lift to press on up and then lower back down. Again, lift and lower. Keeping that chest nice and open. Trying to use your glutes to lift your hips off the mat here. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. You got this. And release back down. Now just taking your legs underneath you, folding them, reach your arms up and overhead, and then exhale to release. 1 more, nice big inhale. And then as you exhale to release your arms, take 1 arm, reach it up and overhead, nice big side stretch, and lift on up. Same thing now, but on the other side, reach, and lift. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a great workout to do if you just have about 20 minutes and need a full body flow. And I will see you next time. Bye.